I'm Miss Kathy from Flamingo Gardens. Welcome back to Explore Outdoors While Stuck Indoors, where we explore Flamingo Gardens A to Z. And today's letter is the letter U. Can we think of some unusual things around Flamingo Gardens that begin with the letter U? How about some untouchable trees, some underground animals, and umbrella species? Let's go and start exploring. This way. U is for untouchable. Here's a tree that you don't want to touch. It's the dynamite tree. And if you look at the bark, you can see it's covered with tiny spikes all over it. This tree is native to South and North America, and it's also found in the Amazon rainforest. You can see the bark has little spikes on it, and that's why this tree also has the nickname of the monkey no-climb tree. Who wants to climb a tree with all of these spikes on it? I sure don't. But why is it called the dynamite tree? It's called the dynamite tree because it has this fruit that kind of looks like a pumpkin. And after that dries out, it's going to explode and send the seeds in all different directions. Let's see if we can find the seed pod. You can see all of these seeds around here, or the holders that have sent the seeds out in many directions. And here is what it looks like whole. Now, if you imagine this will dry out and then it'll burst or explode and send all those seeds in many directions. Pretty cool, isn't it? Let's check out another untouchable tree. This tree has the nickname of the Trolls Club. Pretty scary, huh? Let's go check it out. Come this way. So I found the Trolls Club tree, or the silk floss tree. And you can see on the bark that this tree also has those spikes running up it, preventing animals from climbing the tree. Now, the silk floss tree is native to South America, and it thrives in tropical and subtropical climates, just like we have here in Florida. The silk floss tree is also deciduous. Can you guys say that word, deciduous? Well, we looked at some evergreen trees that don't lose their leaves in the winter and dry seasons, like the jackfruit or the sapodilla tree. But the deciduous trees, they lose their leaves in the winter and the dry seasons and then grow them back in the spring. If you look up, you can see that this tree is still missing a lot of its leaves, still waiting for them to grow back. Now, this tree also has a beautiful pink flower, and it has a seed, it has a fruit that kind of looks like a pear that holds the seed, and when it breaks open, it has this fibrous cottony material. If you look up, you might be able to see some of it hanging from the tree. Here's a little bit of a closer look at what that material looks like, and it's very soft. People would use this to stuff their pillows because it's so soft.
Hi guys, I'm Miranda, the animal keeper here at Flamingo Gardens, and we're going to be talking about umbrella species. So come on, let's go get ready. Hi guys, we're going to talk about umbrella species today. With umbrella species, technically what they are is any animal that's going to be eating other animals to keep them in check. So like Buddy right here, he is our honorary Florida panther. So with umbrella species, they're any species of larger animal that's going to be eating any smaller animal to help keep the food chain in check. So that could be anything from your Florida panthers, cougars, pumas, tigers, lions, and even foxes. They're going to keep all of those rodents down just so that we don't spread any more diseases or plagues or anything like that that can happen if we don't keep it in check. Now, as you can see, he's a pretty large predator. He's going to be able to get some big game. So anytime you see any raccoons or anything like that that are getting out of hand, or you feel like there are too many, usually these guys are going to be able to eat all of them and kind of keep them in check.
Wasn't it great getting to see Buddy again and learning that he's an umbrella species and how they need to be protected and how important they are to our ecosystem? It's so important to protect our endangered species like Florida panthers. Now, let's go see what Laura, our wildlife curator, is up to.
Hey guys, it's Laura from Flamingo Gardens, and today is the letter U. Did you know that some animals nest underground? Believe it or not, some of species that live in Florida live underground. How cool is that? Well, who do you think we might be talking about? Well, one of the most incredible species there is the burrowing owl. Burrowing owls make their nest under the ground. Now, as you can see here, we have an artificial burrowing owl den. Burrowing owls are so smart that usually when they build these dens naturally in the wild, they will build 2 of them. They will even go so far as placing food in front of the inactive one to deter predators from coming to the one that is actually being used. It's a defense mechanism, and it's very, very smart of them to do this. Burrowing owls are incredible species. They are the only owl species that is diurnal. And the word diurnal means that these owls are up and awake during the daytime. Now, I'm sure you've probably seen these owls at your school. Why do you think that they like the school so much? I mean, we know owls are wise, but why do they want to nest on playgrounds and in parking lots? Well, there's a very good reason. Owls, especially burrowing owls, like to eat insects. And on those playgrounds, there are lots and lots of lights. And these lights attract things like insects, frogs, and things that these burrowing owls like to eat. Burrowing owls are so smart that underground, the male burrowing owl, if something comes up upon the nest, will actually do an imitation of a rattlesnake to scare away the prey. Now, they use these burrows to nest, and now we're going to take a look underground and see what the inside of that nest and see what their eggs look like. Come on, let's see.
Quiet. We're going to be real quiet. Check it out. This is Mama Owl in her burrow. Burrowing owls lay 4 to 6 eggs. And you notice that those eggs are white? Do you know why those eggs are white? Well, that's because these eggs are in a cavity. Did you know that most eggs that are in cavities are white, and those that are nesting in trees are speckled? That's because the white eggs that are hidden don't have to camouflage themselves. Well, as birds in trees have to have the spots to help the eggs blend into the environment. Now, these owls will have these 4 to 6 eggs, and those babies will hatch out one at a time, making each baby just a little bit smaller than the last one. These owls will grow, and in about 30 to 35 days start to leave the nest. Now, you can tell a male and a female burrowing owl by the length of their legs. Females have shorter legs, whereas males have very, very long legs. Look at that owl living underground. It's so neat.
I hope you all enjoyed learning about the untouchable plants, the underground animals, and also the umbrella species. Now it is time for Crafts with Cats, starring Oreo. And today's craft is going to be a standing panther, a panther just like Buddy. What you're going to need is the template. So ask an adult to go on to flamingogardens.org, click on the Education tab for Explore Outdoors while stuck indoors so you can download the panther template. You're also going to need crayons and scissors. After you have your template, pick any color you'd like so that you can color in your panther. I'm going to do a nice brown color. After you have your panther all colored in, and remember, this is your panther. He can be any color you want. He can be pink if you'd like a pink panther. After you have him colored in, what you're going to do to make him stand is you're going to fold him first, like this, and then you're going to fold in the neck so that along that little line, so that his head is sticking out, and then you can fold him again, and there you have your panther. I have two panthers there. So please join us tomorrow when we will be looking for animals, plants, and trees that begin with the letter B. And you can always visit us at flamingogardens.org. Just click on the education tab for Explore Outdoors while stuck indoors, or at Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram at Flamingo Gardens. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.